Welcome to Max and Louie's TV with me, Drew Glick. Come on in. Nothing takes me back to my childhood like the aroma of chicken soup simmering on the stove. For holidays, for special Sabbath meals, when I had a cold, or just when the mood struck, my mother and my grandmother made chicken soup. And there were always matzoh balls in the soup. Some families only had these special dumplings for Passover, but in my family, chicken soup with matzoh balls and noodles was a year-round thing. And I looked forward to these bowls of goodness every single time. Those of us who grew up on matzoh balls, also known as knedlach or knedels, always have a story about their size and their consistency. A lot of us had to endure our aunt's hard, dense matzoh balls. We called those sinkers. Then there were the ones that were so fluffy that fell apart and disintegrated into the soup. So needless to say, the cooking technique can be a bit tricky. In my family, we call fluffy matzoh balls floaters. My kids love them. So when Wendy and I opened up the diner, we put chicken soup with matzoh balls and noodles on the menu, just like you had if you were a guest at my home. Summer, winter, spring, or fall, our matzoh ball soup is a favorite with guests at Max and Louie's. Our cooks start with real chicken to make our broth. Then hand-sliced carrots, onions, celery, and herbs, and simmer them in that rich broth. And we make the matzoh balls the old-fashioned way too, with matzoh meal, eggs, and a bit of oil, simmered on their own in salted water to a fluffy consistency. And here's my tip on how to avoid turning them into sinkers. Cook them first in salted water. Never cook them in the soup stock. Once they're fluffy, you put them in the soup to absorb more of the soup flavor. Why? The fat in the soup makes the raw dough harden. We load our matzoh balls into every bowl of soup, along with freshly boiled egg noodles and plenty of veggies and chicken from the stock. And it's available all day, every day. We also make many other soups from scratch here at the diner. So unlike that soup guy in New York on the Seinfeld episode, yes, there is soup for you. One of our classics is Grandma's vegetarian split pea soup, made from my Bubbe Ray's recipe. We also serve a rich cream of mushroom, classic minestrone, comforting tomato bisque, a hearty mushroom barley, and a legendary New England clam chowder. All recipe tested and made from scratch, not from a box. Unless you make it yourself at home, I guarantee you won't find soups with this much soul anywhere else in town. Enjoy. Everything we serve here at Max and Louie's New York Diner has a backstory, a history, a real place in our heart. So I hope you will come by soon and try something new. Maybe something nostalgic or something steeped in tradition. And while you're here, ask for me and let me know what you thought of this episode of Max and Louie's TV. Thanks for watching MLTV. Tell your friends about our show, and I will see you again real soon.